Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna start going by my name. My name's Hayden Miller. I haven't posted to YouTube in a long time, but I just kind of want to just sit back and talk, honestly. Um, Lots been going on in my life, and I mean, good, bad, ugly. You know, a lot of things have been changing, a lot of things that I'm worried about, a lot of things that I'm just like, you know, I'm I'm a little hesitant. I need a rant. Um, I I'm just gonna kind of meander around. Pardon the background gameplay, but this is just kind of where I go to calm down, relax, and breathe. Listen to the music and just think. Honestly, I this game helps me a lot with that. Um, I don't even know where to start. How about I start with college? College I am going to school currently to become a high school English teacher. It is by far, I would say, my passion. I want to be a teacher. I love storytelling. I love language. I love so much. I love history too, but I want to be an English teacher. I think it's also just an important thing that, there's a male English teacher for so many people who don't have that. I think there's so many more people, men specifically, who would be so much more interested in English as a subject if they just had a bit more of a positive male role model. Um, just all kinds of factors. But college has been it's been slowly killing me, I feel. I mean, I feel like burnout's pretty common for just about everybody. But man, man, has it been driving me nuts. Um, so I am still working for my associates. I've been doing college since late 2021. Now, granted, I've taken a gap year. I've had some time where I've done really low amounts of classes because I'm trying to do it all without getting debt, realistically. I know teachers don't make good money, so I'm doing what I can to make a little debt. I've taken the gap years. I've had times where I've kind of thought about if this is what I want to keep doing. But my God, it's driving me nuts. My college, I won't say its name, but my college, they fucked me. Man, they fucked me over. Man, so last year, I was supposed to graduate in May, and literally as I was going to the school to buy my cap and gown, they told me I had two more classes, and I was like, god damn it, okay. That's fine. I guess I can do that. What two classes are they? And they say they're math classes, which I'm like, okay, that sucks because I'm really bad at math, but okay. Can I do them this summer? Nope, you have to wait till fall. Fuck. Okay, fine. I'll do them in the fall. Temporary setback. I'm a little pissed. Whatever. Over that summer, I get a job at a factory to help pay for my rent and my school. And that's going to sideline into the subject after this, but I'll get there soon. But I did two classes, and between being so busy working at the factory and just not being good at math, I failed both. There's a lot more to it, specifically of one of them, because the teacher really fucking sucked in that class. But the bottom line is I failed. And that set me back even more. So I was like, okay, what can I do in spring? And they go, okay, well, one of those classes isn't available in spring, so you're just going to have to do this one. And I go, okay, fine. So I do it, and I pass. Now I get into my summer class, and it was a big battle. Not even trying to get me registered. And in that fight, I learned just how much this school fucked me. I mean, fucked me. For starters, the two classes I failed in fall, I wasn't even supposed to do. So I am going to school to be a high school teacher, and I've made it abundantly clear to my advisors every time. Every time. I'm a high school teacher. Please put me in the high school classes. I am not an elementary school major. I want to be a high school teacher. Well, these idiots put me in the elementary one, despite how much me and my family had told them otherwise. So when me and my mom are trying to get me registered for the summer class, she's just getting us nowhere. She's telling us everything she's told us all throughout the year, and then we finally get in touch with the actual like boss in charge of the whole program, and he says, "Huh? What do you mean you're doing those classes? You're not supposed to do those classes. You're supposed to do these classes." And wouldn't she know it? They're classes that would have been infinitely easier, and I wouldn't have failed. And on top of that, I learned that there are several classes that I've done that I just did, like over the past couple years, that I just didn't need to do, period. And we were like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I was supposed to graduate in May. It is July now, and I am still doing this stuff. And luckily, I think it's all fixed now. We got my shit figured out, and the dean intervened and actually like vetoed some of my classes I didn't need to do and made it so my credits count now. I don't really know dean shit, but like, bottom line is my degree. You know, I'm about to get my associates, and therefore I can transfer my school to go to get into my bachelor program. And at the very least, I've been set up within my bachelor program with the boss of my next school already, and he personally is going to oversee my stuff, so there's no chance of like mistakes like there was last time. So I at least feel safe in the fact that, okay, this stuff's going to be fast tracked now. All right, I'm in the right path. But I mean, this has been years of this. I'm tired. Like, I am burnt out. I'm just, I'm really tired of it. You know, I feel like I've been doing school for so long, and I've just been getting nowhere. That's just how I feel. And it's hard. It's really hard, and I'm really tired, and I'm really burnt out. But it's not just a school. Like I mentioned last year, or not last, oh my god, not last year. Like I mentioned literally like a couple of minutes ago, I am no longer working at a factory, but up until about 2 weeks ago, I was. That is also a big reason I haven't really done anything YouTube or anything for myself really in the past year. That factory had me working 50-hour weeks, 6-day weeks. I mean, like, it's not awful if that's what you want to do, but I'm trying to do school on the side, and when I did do the job, I was promised it would just be 40 hours, 5 days a week, and I have my weekends. That didn't happen. And there's so much I can go into with how rough that job was. I love the people there, but the management of that job was a joke, and they treated their workers like shit. I can go into it, but I'm not, because it's a very long story, and I'll be here all day. But ultimately, I quit. But that leaves me in a predicament now where, like I mentioned, I got that job so I could pay for my school and my rent. I, for the past 3 years, have been living on my own. And, I'm scared. I'm scared. To finish my school, my bachelor program is going to require significantly more time than I'm used to working. I mean, like, a lot more. Especially if I want to finish it fast, too. My class load's going to be a lot heavier, which, therefore, that's going to keep me from working near as much as I have. And, yes, I'll admit I've probably been working too much, but also, I've been doing it out of necessity. I need that money to survive, have a roof over my head, and also pay for my school. But I feel like I'm hitting a wall where my goal of no debt is going to be unattainable, and I'm going to have to get some debt regardless. It just depends on how much I end up getting, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep my house or my apartment. And that's really sad because I like having my own space, and I'm stressed about how it's going to look if I lose that. I mean, truthfully honest, I am. Because the alternative of me leaving and all of this stuff is that I'm going to move back in with my family. And now, is that a bad thing? No, I love my family. But I'm not trying to get too personal, but I have a pretty big family. I haven't exactly always been given the privilege of just having my own space to breathe. I have four siblings, and my family's divorced. My dad's farther away, and my mom just lost her house because she lived under a slumlord who kept raising her rent and she couldn't afford it. So now she had to move in with her boyfriend. Oh shit, hold on. Pause for a sec. I'm probably gonna have to shoot this guy. Okay. Anyway, she lived under a slumlord who kept raising the rent, and it got to the point where she, she had to leave, and she moved in with her boyfriend. And I am also lucky in this fact that he is open and willing to, let me move in with him. But he also has kids of his own, and as much room as there is in the house, I am not gonna have any space to myself. I'm not, and that's something I've never really had the privilege of. Even before my parents split up, we lived in a tiny ass house where I shared it with my siblings. And that's no problem. I loved that time. But, oh my god, everybody's trying to hit me today. And that's not a problem. That's not to say that's the problem. But it's kind of what happened after that. My when my mom split up from my dad, we moved into even smaller houses, and my room more often than not became a couch in the living room. My room more often than not became a corner in the basement that I had to share with other people too. And I'm not trying to say this as like, I want my own room, I want my own room. But like, I'm 22. I kind of value my own space, and I'm really not excited for the headspace that I'm gonna be in if I have to move back in and lose that. I know it's gonna be a really rough time for me because I need my own space, and it's not something I get. It's not something I've had. And when I try and talk to that to people, they go, oh, well, like a lot of people don't really seem to get it. They go, oh, you have to share with your sibling. Oh, you have to do this. And it's like, it's not even just that. It's that literally my room is the living room. If people come over, I I can't go anywhere. I have to go somewhere else to breathe. If a sibling has a friend over and they're watching a show in the living room, that's my bedroom. Like that's my bedroom. I can't. Where am I supposed to go? Like the amount of times that I have to leave and go find somewhere to sleep for days on days, weekends, weeks, just because I literally had nowhere to do it, it sucked, and I'm not excited for that again. I don't want to do that again. And I feel like I'm at a wall where I don't have a choice if I want to finish my school. And there's the question of like, oh well, it's like, I don't know. It's just it's hard. It's hard, and it's not that I don't want my family. I don't want to be with them, but I'm a human, and I don't exactly like sleeping on the porch. It feels like sometimes. I'll never forget one time when I was sleeping in the living room because that was my bedroom, and I mean I just woke up to just an actual like full freaking like party in front of me. I woke up and my mom had some people over and they were all just hanging out talking around me while I was sleeping, and I just woke up and I was just like, I can't even be given the respect to just like sleep here and like have my own space while I sleep. It is 8 in the morning. Like, and I got up and then I went to like a McDonald's and I sat there for like 3 hours because there with earbuds in was the only place I can get some place to freaking breathe. And I've talked to my mom about it and her boyfriend, and they're cool with it. And they're gonna try and give me like something with space, but even then, every time I talk with them about it, they get a little more and more unsure, and they can't really give me clear answers. And then it's scaring me. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose something that's important to me, my space, my peace, I don't even know how to put it, just my sanity, I feel like. I mean, and I'm not going to get too much deep because there are other family issues other than that scare me too. Like, that brief thing I'll give is that generally I'm the oldest, so I've had easily and by far the most expectations out of any of my siblings to be a help. When my mom and my dad were recently divorced, I was very often the financial crutch. I mean, like, oh, we need help with money. We can't pay this. Hayden will help. He has money, right? He's working. Because I've been working since I was 14 fucking years old. And I'm tired and I'm burnt out. And I'm 22. I feel like I'm having a fucking midlife crisis. But like, and it's not just like casual work. When I was 15, I had a job where I was working 60 goddamn hours a week. Highly fucking illegal, but I was. And I feel like I'm at a wall where I'm like, I want to get my degree so I can be doing something I want and that I'm proud of and that I enjoy. But I also feel like I'm at a spot where if I keep working for that, I'm gonna have to put myself through hell. And I don't want to go back to living in a place where I don't have an ounce of privacy to myself or my own personal space where I can be a human being and also be pressured into doing essentially the job of the missing parent. When I'm at my dad's house, I'm expected to do the mom shit. When I'm at my mom's house, I'm expected to do the dad shit. Hayden, why haven't you cleaned? Hayden, why haven't you done this? Hayden, why haven't you done this? And I'm just like, I'm a fucking kid. Why am I expected to do this shit? I have so many other siblings, and they are expected to do shit. Shit. I mean, like, I'm scared. And I need to rant. That's why I'm coming to YouTube to do it, because I just need to let my emotions out and all that stuff and just like let it out. That has been on my mind so heavy, and I'm already feeling better just by running around here and enjoying the western wilderness on Red Dead and and just breathing on the game, just ranting. But it's on my mind. It's been on my mind so heavy. I'm so scared about how that shit's gonna look for me in the future, and it's just like, I know it's like a temporary, like stunt to, make so that things can be better down the line. That's how I'm trying to remind myself of what it is. But it's just like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I have a large divorced family, and when I try and talk to about people, I have a lot of friends or close ones who are, only child or a family of 2 or 3. And I come from a family of 5. And now the house is also plus stepkids. And it's like, there's a lot of people there. And, it's not as simple as just, oh, well, just move back in with your family. You can have your own room and everything. No. Moving back in with my family is borderline going to look like a couch in the garage. That's what it looks like for me. Like, it's not something I exactly want. And it's something I'm scared to do, and it's something that makes me nervous when I have to think about it. But then I'm just like, if it's like a finished school, oh, we'll move into a dorm. Again, I don't have money. My family doesn't have money. I'm more financially responsible as a 22-year-old who is paying for school and an apartment than anybody in my family. And I also have the most expectations to help. And I'm just at a wall where I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm worried I'm going to go crazy. I just want to be done with my school so I can get into a job and just get my own place. And just actually feel like I'm living for once and not just trying to get by supporting myself or, throwing that away and having to survive in hysterics and having to help everybody else in my family because they can't help themselves. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Is the answer just piling on a whole bunch of fucking debt and fucking moving away and just, figuring it out later in my life? At this point, I'm starting to think it might be. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's really scary. And I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just need to rant. But yeah. Other things going on in my life. I think I've been in a depressive slump. I'm not trying to be all Debbie Downer, but I am doing a lot of these things with the proactiveness of hoping that maybe they help me. I have started an Instagram page, or more so I've brought back an Instagram page. It used to be just called Just Hayden Art, but now I've renamed it to Just Hayden Notes. I'm using it as almost kind of like a diary slash catalog or log of things I'm doing to better myself. I am an artist. I love art, but I have fallen off from it so hard due to the pure fact that I have no fucking time to do it. None. So now that I'm unemployed and figuring out what I want to do from here, I'm committing myself to drawing more and doing things that make me happy again. So I feel like I actually have a life, and I can actually be happy with something I'm doing for once. And so I'm posting a lot of my or some of my art that I'm doing on there, just as like a drive to keep up with it and keep drawing art and all that stuff. But I'm also cataloging my fitness. In my busyness, my stress, and frankly, I would say my depressive stages I've been going through, I've put on a lot of weight. I'm by no means obese, but I would say I am fat. Fatter than I've ever been in my life. Last I measured, I'm somewhere between 238 and 240 something. I don't know what now, but that was a couple weeks ago, and I'm probably a little more. But I've gotten big. I've gotten bigger. Now, by no means is that bad for my height. I am a 6'3" fucking giant, and that's by no means big, but I would also be a lot more comfortable in a level like 230, 220. Something a little bit more just I feel like I'm a little healthier. And even weight aside, my stamina is shit. My asthma's been getting bad again, and I can just feel within my body, I feel gross, I feel tired, I have no energy, and I am very unhealthy. And it's a large part because of my diet and lack of movement. I just haven't been doing a lot. So I'm using this account as a way to kind of recap and keep myself pushed for it. And as of right now, I've been running and working out 4 days a week just to start because I know if I go too heavy, I'm going to burn myself out. I'll try and push for 5 at some point, but for now, I'm going to start with 4. And I've gotten pretty good, honestly. I think I've done pretty good for the most part. This week, I did work out 4 times. I'm going to do it again next week, or this week, because it's Sunday now. But start of the week, I was doing runs where I would do 2 minutes off, 2 minutes on, just jogging. And then by the end of the week, I attempted to run a mile as fast as I could. Reasonably, I wasn't sprinting, but I tried to do it without stopping and at a good pace. And I believe I did it at an 8:40 pace. Now, for basically a week and a half of getting back into running while feeling overweight and not doing it for super long, and being an asthmatic, I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm hoping to get lower than 8:40 this week. I'm going to kind of just keep up with it, and, I'm pretty happy with it. That's something that I'm really happy I've been doing for myself lately, and I just kind of want to throw that in there because that's something I have been doing to improve myself. Now, yeah, I mean, overall, like, there's been some good and there's been some bad. I would say a lot more bad, to be Debbie Downer a little bit, but, I mean, I feel like overall I've been trying to, just do things a little better for myself. In about a week and a half, I'm getting ready to go to Arizona. Me and my fiance are going to be visiting a family member of hers. I'm not going to go into specifics, but medically, she's been having some things going on, so we're going to go down to Arizona and visit her. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a nice thing to get back out west. My heart definitely belongs to the west, so I feel like that is really coming at a good time, where I can go out there for just a few days and just, low-key, just feel like I'm somewhere I belong. Literally as I'm playing a game set in the west, because this is what calms me down. This is really random. I haven't done a YouTube video in a long time. A really long time, honestly. I haven't done one like this. Usually it's just been Twitch VODs. But I really feel like I needed to get this out and say it, I guess. I've just been, there's been a lot on my mind. And with how busy I am, I love all my friends to death. I have some of the best friends in the world. Aiden's plaques are all over my channel. I also got my great friends, Levi, Holden, and my fiance Emma. Like, I am truly blessed to have some people that I deeply care about for my life, and I know they're always going to be there for me. and I want to always be there more for them. But we're adults. We're busy. I'm a little less busy now as I'm out of a job, but I'm still busy with school. It's summer school, but but I just unfortunately a lot of the people I do really care about are kind of far away, and it's really hard to get schedules lined up and stars aligned so that we can all get together and I can feel like I can rant about this stuff and talk and just detox and feel pretty good. So I needed to come and say it somewhere, even if nobody sees this. I don't really care. I just need to get it out. But yeah, I mean, hmm, there's some other good things. I am really excited about Arizona. I truly am. And as scared as I am to move in with my family again, I was very like Debbie Downer about it, I will say, but it's not all bad. I do love my family. Is my family perfect? No. Is Eddie? No. But I do love them, and I don't have any hatred for them, and I am excited for the fact that I can be with them again until for a little longer before I actually like do fully step into like adulthood life, kids or who knows, and don't really get that chance again. I am excited to have that one more time. If I live with my siblings a little longer, I'm not excited to have no space possibly, but I am excited to be with my peeps, um, and just the freedom I will have to focus on my school. Because the tricky part and why I'm at a stump is the reason I can't work is not just because my class load is going to grow so much. And, I need the time to focus on it. And if I'm living there and I don't necessarily, I'm doing finger quotes, need a job, I can devote a lot more of my time to my school and focus on what's actually important and get the shit done and get somewhere I want to be. But, But yeah, I mean, just there's good, and I'll have a lot more time to focus on that and other things to improve myself, like further getting healthier and losing weight, focusing on things. There's a lot I can definitely be excited about. I there's a lot I can definitely think I can be excited about. Um, but I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up right there. I just need to rant really. But if anybody does watch this, thank you for listening, especially if you made it all the way through here. I'm not really doing much, but I just need to talk. So I'm just going to do it here. But might do this again. We'll see. This might just be a one-time thing, honestly. But I'll quit rambling. I'll cut it off here. Um, Thank you. If you are actually here watching this, thank you for watching. And maybe I'll do this again sometime. Peace out. How do I turn this off? No, not that.